Okay, ladies and gentlemen, cool kids, I need y'all to press play on this video right now. Turn your volume up, okay? I got my girl, one of my favorite people, Kayla Nicole Armstrong in the building. Go ahead and talk to him. Tell him who you be.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? First off, thank you, Cool Kid, for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
Love this.
Sitting down with us today in your domain. We in her domain, y'all.
Listen, Colabar in the building.
Yes.
Well, you all, I am Kayla Nicole Armstrong, a heels and fitness coach here in Atlanta, Georgia. You can join us on Mondays. We work out at 7:30 p.m. And then we have our heels and confidence classes that we just started every Sunday, 2nd and 4th of the month.
Okay.
Heading into our Women Empowerment Dance event, which we will get into.
Okay. And you heard it here first. Now, don't say she didn't tell y'all. I don't want to hear that later on. Okay. Now, we're going to get into all of that. You said Women Empowerment Dance event. We're going to get into those because I've attended those. Me and Kayla go way back, but y'all don't know her. So you're going to get to know her. Before we get into the Women Empowerment Dance event, and it's the 11th edition. You've been doing this for 3 years now.
Yes.
Well, you're going into your 4th year, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's a good question. I believe we're going into our 4th year. Wow.
Yeah. Now, Kayla's always been a dancer, and that's where we're going to start. We want to know, why dance? You know, it's an art form that you use your body to communicate. How did that journey begin for you?
So I actually started at 3 years old, ballet. And then that transitioned into praise dance.
Okay.
Around 7 years old to 14 years old. My first time playing in the band at an actual game, I seen the majorette dance team. That sold it.
Okay.
Left everything, went over there.
Yeah.
And then went to college, did that as well, but I did basketball dance.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, dance was never my love. It was always a love-hate relationship. Mm-hmm. Everything you want to love brings out that low self-esteem inside of you a little bit.
Yeah.
So I went back and forth with that, and one day God just allowed me to know that this is what you're going to do. And I just been sticking with it ever since then. I had to gain my confidence, and now I help other women do the same thing. So.
Wow, that is so interesting, and it's super exciting to hear. A little birdie told me that you used to go by Hitler. They used to call you Hitler back in the day when it came time to train and get to it. Now, again, you guys, may not know her, but I do. And I know that if they was calling her Hitler back then, she got to be taking it easy on us right now. Okay, when we be in heels and fitness, I be dying. So, Hitler,
listen.
Can we,
Regarding to dance, I was never called Hitler.
Okay.
So I never got to, because in college, in high school, becoming captain, I was kind of quiet because, the girls wasn't feeling me. So I kind of went into my shell. Mm-hmm. In college, I never got the captain role. I was co-captain. So I never really played that Hitler. It was really when I was AKA. And they put me over the homecoming step show.
Oh.
And I was like, well, we gotta win. They missed every day of homecoming that week, but we won. And that's all that matters.
Y'all won the show.
We won the show. And I mean, that just brought out my coaching side. I realized I really do love to coach. The way I was talking to them, though, I'll never forget. Alpha said, you can't do that. Everybody is not a dancer. Everybody doesn't come from where you come from. You cannot talk to them like that. And I was like, yes, sir.
And there you have it, folks. So it wasn't in dance, but coaching, which is a big part of what you do, came from that. So now we get out of school and boom, we in real life. How did being in that new space impact what is now His Ambitious Girl? Because did His Ambitious Girl develop over all of that time?
Yeah, well, no. So my first encounter with God was in college. Before I started dancing, I never told anyone at ASU what I was doing, but if God will touch you anywhere. And I was coming from a kickback, and I ended up on the side of the road and just had a long conversation with him, and he showed me. Started dance classes, so I started in Albany, but getting to Atlanta, I didn't feel like I was being led by God. I just feel like I was doing what I already knew I could do. Mm-hmm. So when somebody asked me to have my classes, I was like, cool. But once again, I didn't feel like this is something, he's telling me to do in this moment. Mm-hmm. through all of that, I chose to go into the industry over my own classes.
Okay.
And the lady over the studio at the time said, "This is your calling. I don't think the industry is your calling, you know."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Bump that, you know, I'm going." And
Because we got to do what we want to do.
we gotta do what we want to do.
Mhm.
And in the midst of that, got pregnant, and that's when God took it all away. I would gag at the thought of dance. I couldn't watch my videos, all of the music videos we shot, me wanting to be a dance artist. I would cry and gag at the thought of dance. So
it was literally a blockage.
it was a blockage. Oh
Wow.
my gosh. But around 6-7 months, I kind of got back in the groove, and that's where God touched me with His Ambitious Girl. We work for God, not man.
When you say 6-7 months, do you mean while pregnant or post-pregnant?
While pregnant.
Wow.
And He was really just saying, if you're going to be as ambitious as you was before, I need you to do that again, but for me, you know, and allow me to lead you through those trials and tribulations. That's still going to come anyway.
Right. And let's not, get confused, because people, dance is a very athletic sport, okay? And you do heels and fitness, and then the women empowerment dance event, you would prefer heels. It's not required, but it's preferred.
Yes.
And some people say that's not God, but that's your calling. So how did you start to form how things are going to be? Because of course it takes time, right? You've been doing this for years now, and it's just been steamrolling since you kicked it off, to the point where people are always looking for you. When you're going to have the next one?
Trials and keep trying. The first thing people always tell you is to just take the first step. I had a first class,
Yeah.
So my very first class, when we had it at Rhythma, was really, women empowerment dance event. I know that, and Heels and Fitness was started before the empowerment dance event, I believe, and we used to talk at the end of class anyway. So going into that event, I just automatically felt like, okay, we're gonna dance, we're gonna talk, and that's empowerment, you know. But over time, it began to form into something. Over time, I was able to truly say, I do like it when the ladies are in heels. Over time, I was able to say, I want guest speakers, I want this, I want that. So just each time, you just want to get better and better.
Yeah, I love that. I love to hear that you took obvious lessons from your previous events and said, okay, how can I get better? How can I do this? How can I elevate each time? And each and every single time, or at least the last few, I would say you fasted.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I know for sure. And you really would take that time to really strengthen your relationship with God, because He is the root of His Ambitious Girl, who you are, of everything that it is that you do.
And I just started fasting at the last one. Not the last one, but the 9th edition.
Okay.
When we did Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
I just started, and I was actually a sold out. We used to get sold out events all the time at Rhythma, but at SA, purely sold out, 60 people in the room. That was my first time, and I feel like when I sold out, I hit a huge depression. I don't know where that comes from.
Wow. It's like you get to this plateau moment where you did something super dope, and you're like, how can I top this?
I hit a huge depression. I don't know, maybe that's why God was like, I need you to be in a certain type of mindset for when it hits, because it didn't take me down like I feel like in the past it would have. I just was able to sit down, reflect, and just go to Him, and I probably just went off of social media for a little while, but I did hit it, I did. So, but each one now, I make sure that I fast, because I don't know what I'm gonna face going into that.
You gotta cleanse. Everybody that's a creative arts. Anything has a process, and that is your process, and it's in mine. Okay, so we are here at Color Bar Cafe, and you and Ham have been friends since college.
Yes.
It's been how many years now since school?
Freshman year till now. What is that? 4 + 7.
Look.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, that's some time. And so, Color Bar Cafe was, or still is, Kimmy's Cutting Up Salon, but inside of Kimmy's Cutting Up Salon, we have Color Bar Cafe. And now I've known him for about 3 years now, and she talks, eats, breathes, sleeps Color Bar Cafe. It's always a new idea. It's always a new venture, and executed. when she says she's gonna do it, she executes it. And so, how did you guys say, okay, we gonna mix business and friendship, because that's a hard thing to do, and still keep that balance?
It started in college. In college, first of all, Hemp hugged me on the first day of college.
And she's like that, y'all. Yeah, she's definitely gonna give you a hug. You friends with her now.
So I would say about sophomore year, or I would say junior year, when all the drinking and the games got a little old for us and we were ready to lock in. Junior year, I started taking dance seriously. She started doing hair on campus. Okay. And just like she does now, Hemp wanted to do hair commercials. So
okay, and that's here we go.
So now we all around campus shooting hair commercials. Yep, full circle. We had little moments where I would do like Primerica, and I would be like, Hemp, do this with me. But it all stemmed from there. Even when I started my dance classes, she was one of the inspirations behind the name, behind just being with me in that moment. So
yes, really an OG, His Ambitious Girl, through and through. Partnership that you guys have together, where you come together to bring health and wellness and fitness into one location. Literally, you guys have made Color Bar Cafe a one-stop shop for the average African-American woman. And American woman, we don't discriminate. But even whether she's a mother, whether she's a business owner or a serial entrepreneur, she works 12 hours, 9 to 5. If she has time, she has a place she can come and feel that confidence, that sisterhood. How do you feel that you have this space?
Honestly, I did not want to be here at first. Honestly, you know, God actually, because I was at SA. I took Heels and Fitness from PDN to SA, which is one of the largest studios that we have here in Atlanta. And then one day God was like, you need to go to Color Bar. And I was like, It just love. By the way, Hemp is the co-owner with Queen Mimi now. So they both own Color Bar Cafe, and love the space. I just was thinking like fitness and dance, I need to be in the studio. That doesn't give me studio vibes. But being here, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They allow me to grow, allow me to have my class the way I need to have it. I don't have a time stamp on me because we get into the talks at the end. And they allow us to do all of that. So it has been a beautiful thing. And I have real partners here that's going to grow with me for both businesses. So.
Oh man, that's amazing, because us women, we can be a little crazy with each other, but it's good to see healthy relationships and know that there is a place where you can cultivate that. You may find your bestest best friend, you might find your maid of honor, you might find another sister from another mister in this space that you guys have been cultivating since college. And then we get Mimi in the mix. And so she's done great things. She has her Legacy Unlimited brand. She at one point was killing them with the natural hairstyles. She has her hair oils, and just recently launched a nonprofit, and you guys had the first Christmas gala. How does it feel to be able to go into all of these different ventures with women who are solid? You know that they are going to step for theirs every time.
Yeah, it's rare, and I also think it takes all of us to kind of peel back those layers, because I think we've all been hurt, been done wrong. So I feel like at first we kind of was tiptoeing, but now we understand that we don't have to compete. We don't have to do anything, not just because our markets are different, but because we believe in ourselves individually.
Yes.
I know who I am, you know who you are, and I think when you continuously walk with women like that, the side eyes go away, and it's more so just about how can I help you?
Yes.
And we're at that stage, so it's been a beautiful journey, honestly.
And that's so good to hear, especially for young girls, because some of the young ladies who are a part of this brand are also mentors. They're part of the I Am Girl Greatness mentorship program here in Atlanta, Georgia, and have done great things. And young ladies need to see that. Y'all need to watch this video. Okay? We talked about the dance journey up until this moment. We've talked about Color Bar Cafe. But what we really want to get into, okay, is the Women Empowerment Dance event. But before we get to that, right, let's talk about the merch. Let's talk about, how you've been able to grow your brand, because that's something that small business owners should know, that you might have an idea that they didn't think about, and we got to share the knowledge. First, you started with just the classes, but then we expand, What are the ideas behind that? Like, why the bras, why the shirt, the different designs, even the logo itself?
Yeah. One, I should have said I am Kayla Nicole Armstrong, the founder of HIsAmbitiousGirl LLC.
Yes.
We work for God, not men.
Period.
So yes, at first I always thought it was about the classes and heels and fitness and this and that. But it's about the brand, His Ambitious Girl, and helping women understand that you can work for God, and it's not just about what we see. You go to church and you praise him, but you don't even talk to him when you get home. So we just want to help women understand your talent came from him. Use it. But as far as the brand itself and the apparel, the bra was the actual logo design was none of my creating. Her name is Amari. Imari. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, and I love you. But she's not a close friend of mine. Him actually passed her along to me. And I'm the type of person, when you work with me, or if I ask you for something, I want you to do you. I don't want you to ask me, well, how you like it. I want you to do what you can do, because only you can do what you can do. So she sent me a few things, and I was like, nah. And on the day I gave birth, about an hour later, that logo came through. His.
Wow. Okay. So Big Sky blessed that one. Man, she doesn't even. Do you tell her that story often?
I don't. I'm gonna have to start.
You gonna be that mama? Yeah. Let me tell you about His Ambitious Girl.
I'm gonna have to tell her, but
keep that legacy going.
I feel like it just told everything. I told her that I wanted it. It's a spiritual brand, so this in the middle, whatever she says that is, I love that. Yeah. Okay, that gives me spirit. Yeah. But His Ambitious Girl, just the way she has it in the cricket letters, she did her big one. But we work for God, not men. That's what it essentially stands for.
Yes, ma'am. And you know what? We need to clap up for that, because there's a lot of people that don't work for anything. Nobody. Okay. Yeah. The different apparel, the different classes, the bras. Then we get to traveling the world, city to city, Dubai. Yeah. I know I'm dramatic. Y'all know I'm dramatic. Mind your business.
Dubai deserves dramatic. Okay.
Yes. I don't know that many people that have been to Dubai. Okay, and seen it. Not on the movie. Travel group.
Yeah. Travel group. Yes. Viago. They're called Viago now.
Okay. New travel group. Viago. You're part of this group. Yeah. Mentor. Brought you in. Yep. Explained everything. I was at the meeting. How did you pick the trips that you wanted to go on? Because we all want to go places. We all got a list. Was those two? Okay, not even just Dubai. Panama. City.
Yep, just those two.
Just those two.
St. Louis, but St. Louis is
in state, of course. But for your first out of country trips, you chose a really big one, and one that most people don't even realize is not in Florida. Right. How did we get to that?
Honestly, that was all Big T doing. I was just trying to get her into the travel group because she likes to travel. Yeah. But somehow they reeled me in that day.
Of course.
And he got me because he said, "Can't you see yourself dancing around the world with your community?" And I was like, "That's a good one."
Okay.
So I had joined, genuinely love the community. Going to Dubai, I would say that was just the next trip they do. So they put out the trips that they're going to take with or without you.
Okay.
And if you want to get on that wagon, you get on that wagon. And T was very excited.
I like that.
It just became, network marketing can be very exciting, and they make you feel like you're gonna go. So they was like, "We're going to Dubai," and I'm like, "We're going to Dubai. We're going to Dubai."
Now we about to. Right. Now we want to. We are going.
We are.
Change that vernacular.
Yeah. So I honestly just got on the bandwagon. They said $460. I began to get that together, and the flight, it took us 2 days. So that was really the bulk of the money, because they had the discounts on lock for the actual going to Dubai. And being there for the days. But I would say just the excitement between them putting it out, we're going to Dubai, and me just, accepting that. For Panama, that was my choice it was once again their excitement, but I was like, okay, I'll go to Panama because they call it a family ship trip, where you actually get to be mentored and meet the big dogs of the company. And you know, I love mentorship.
Yes.
So I was like, got me again. I'ma go.
Okay. Let me soak up some of what you know.
So that's really how both of those really came into play.
Okay. Okay. And you enjoyed yourself, I'm sure, as we saw on the gram.
Dubai was my favorite, but Panama I enjoyed the people because I got to do this. You know, Dubai we was on go from morning to night. We was on that bus. We was going to see everything, do everything. But Dubai inspired me in a way that, you know, words can't even explain. I just know I can create anything I want to because they did it.
Yeah. One of the most advanced in the world till this day.
And they did that. In the stories with her saying, you know, this was 20 years ago, it was just water here. And I was like, what you mean it was just water here? And she was like, we built it up. And I'm like, wow, you know, Atlanta need to get with it. We need to start building.
And we stay with the construction. Listen, I'll be like, look, y'all putting all these buildings up, fix these potholes.
Fix these potholes.
In these nice communities, y'all don't complain. Whatever. If I got to pay all this money to stay here, I'm complaining. It's so good to see someone that I know traveling like that. And it's good for our peers, you know. Everybody, some people never leave their 4-block radius. Some people never leave their hometown, never leave their favorite city, and they just there. And that's okay. But do you not want to see the world? Even a little bit of it? Even a couple states? You ain't got to go out because you ain't got to go to Dubai. But that trip, solidifying that anything is possible. That inspiration, and then you come back and you have a women empowerment dance event inspired by Dubai, where we're going the vibe of Dubai. Like you can go anywhere and be anything, and that was a huge turnout. And I wanted, was that the last one or no? That was the last one. It was crazy. I saw so many new faces in there. I was like, okay, where the OGs at? You know where we at? We in here, but we scarce. But it was a lot of new girls, and that's the growth that we love to see for you. How do you feel about where you are now with this upcoming event? This is the 11th edition. And let's break down the Women Empowerment Dance event because it's different. From every Monday, 7:30, they in here getting it in for 30 minutes. You hitting an hour, You're hitting every single part of your body in that hour. And then you have your app with the classes that are on YouTube, etc. Right? Women Empowerment Dance Night Out is really that for the girls.
It's an event put together for confidence, self-love, personal development, and sisterhood. So it's basically the 4 pillars that I feel like I lost during my pregnancy. I shut all my friends out. Pamp wasn't even invited to the general reveal. Oh, nobody was. Wow. But ding dong, Pamp at the door, right?
Because she hugged you that first day.
Pamp is at the door, and when she walked through, I just cried. And that let me know I have genuinely shut out my whole sisterhood, but the community that I had. Personal development, Get Up Girl. Get Up Girl by Sarah Jake Roberts was the first video that got me up while I was pregnant. I actually went walking because I was just in my bed, just laying there every single day, just moping, crying, wanting to get rid of my baby. Little Sky Pie, I would have been so mad. But Get Up Girl, you know, that was a form of personal development, and I listened to sermons every day, turning to twice a day, just to get my mind back right. What was that? Sisterhood, personal development. Self-love, I began to just pour into myself. I'm always looking for a man to take me here and there, or I don't really take the self dates or whatever. So
girl, look, Tuesdays movies, I got a membership. I am there. If you want somebody to go with you, I love a good $6
gotta get with it. See, that was not me. Now I'm like, well, what can I do for me? You know, and that stemmed from that moment. So it's the 4 pillars that helped me out of that depression. I put into an event, and that's why we have the icebreaker, which is always involving something to take you back to your childhood while pushing sisterhood at the same time. We have either our personal development talks where we bring somebody in because knowledge is key.
Of course.
Self-love and confidence is always stemmed within the dance portion, because dance, some people would just say, oh, you're just doing a dance event, but dance is health and wealth. Okay.
Cause baby, let me tell you, if you ain't moving before that event, you gonna be iced up after.
Literally. So we want women to feel like, wow, I just did that, you know? And for me being a dancer, when you can do it on the dance floor, you can do whatever in real life as well.
Yes.
Pushing yourself to a next level.
Yes, pushing past those limits, those limitations that you set in your own mind. Nobody set them for you. Nobody told you couldn't do this. I don't care how big, small, little, short, thick, chubby, fat, whatever. You can get there. And you can keep going. Even if you took a break. Don't stop. We ain't going to say you stop. You took a break. And that's why we love it here in this space. And that's why I definitely wanted to have you come on the platform and speak to the cool kids, you know, men and women alike, because everybody needs that boost. Just giving people that space, that shot of confidence that's needed. What is some exclusive stuff that we can get into? Some things that people may not know about?
Yes, so this year for the 11th edition, we are doing the girls trip thing. So I'm only giving that away because we're not giving away the location. Okay. So you'll step into that when you step through the doors. And something else that I'm super excited about is the financial empowerment portion. We're going to tie it into the icebreakers / sisterhood portion. We're all giving away that knowledge. So that will be another surprise as well that they will get.
Awesome. We love to hear it. So if you've already attended the first 10 or a few out of the 10, then you know kind of how the structure is. But for this 11th edition, there are going to be some surprises. We're going on a trip. We don't know where we're going. Make sure you guys are staying tuned, because before this event, there are going to be many other events for you guys to attend, and you definitely want to be tuned in. Now, where can we find you, see you again, all of that good stuff? Yes. Tell the people.
HIsAmbitiousGirl.com. That's HIsAmbitiousGirl.com. You can find our dance classes there, our fitness classes, learn more about the Women Empowerment Dance event, as well as just join the community, as well as our membership app. So that's where we are. As far as me, Kayla Nicole Armstrong, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and on YouTube, where I personally do our heels and fitness classes or class footage drops. That will be Heels and Fitness or Kayla Nicole Armstrong.
You heard it here first. Don't say we didn't tell you. All right, make sure you following my girl. Tap in, go to the website, subscribe, get the newsletter, get the emails, okay? And as far as we go, y'all know what it is. Your girl, your favorite host, Cool Kid, right here on Earsex Live Artist Spotlight. And today's edition, we featured my girl, Kayla Nicole Armstrong, the founder, creator, the owner of His Ambitious Girl, and they work for God and not me, okay? And you need to be in the building. Stay tuned, keep it live, subscribe, like, comment, share this video. Make sure you guys check out CoolKidProduction.com. Get your merch. Stop playing. Get your merch. And don't forget that we are looking for our 100 subscriber on the YouTube channel to receive a cool pack. So what you need to do, subscribe. All right, it's your girl, and we out, y'all. Peace.